Yo, welcome to another video, guys. Today we are going to help you guys make your dot team safer. All right, I've gotten asked a bit how I can make my dot team faster, so I put some thought into it and I've come up with a few ways. All right, so also maybe you'll learn some alternatives in case you want to throw this on auto run, but maybe you need your fat Lushen, for arena. So obviously you can't use your Lushen in arena while he's doing this auto run, right? So we're gonna get right into it, guys. I'm gonna show you a few things here. I'm gonna show you first and foremost the runes on these, because I know you're gonna ask. And violent, guys, violent shield, violent shield. You're gonna notice a trend here. This one is violent fight, but she should or could be violent and shield, and this violent fight also could be violent and shield. So I need the two fights so my Lushen can one shot. But if you're watching this, Lushen may not be able to one shot, and you want to make it safer anyway, right? So unfortunately I can't show this on my mid-game account because I don't have this team. I don't farm giants on my mid-game account, so I don't have this team, okay? But that being said, that's why I'm not going to use my fat Lushen in this video. But the stats on these units, I believe, they should maybe be achievable. They're not, crazy runes. Honestly, they really aren't. Even the artifacts are not either. And I didn't do this on purpose so that, I didn't do this on purpose to make this look like, mid-game account. No, this is my team. This is what I run. This is definitely what I run here, okay? I mean, they're okay runes, but they're not crazy. These are definitely not my best violent runes by any means, all right? Guys, the only trick is obviously you need accuracy on these, right? You need accuracy on these. Now, so that's one way for you to do it. I'm going to show you another way. Okay, we're just going to run it again. I just want to show you, look at that. Boom. With those, it's just enough dots that no matter what, even if we don't kill both of the side towers, as long as we kill one, guys, because of the shield runes, even if one moves, you're going to be able to do this. And usually that's what happens. One of the golems does indeed. We missed right there. And right there you saw. So the top two didn't have it back, but it doesn't matter. But maybe we can showcase here. There it is. That's why you go violent. They get frozen. They can violent proc right out of it, guys. They can violent proc right out of it. So that's very nice. Now between the slows and everything, you can see that, boom, crystals are gone. And even if we keep getting frozen here, we're going to get through it. We're not going to wipe. That's the power of the rock here, guys. I'll show you his runes really quick. He's actually on Swift. I honestly don't know if Swift is better than Violent. I really haven't tested it. This is like just my PvP rock. He's just kind of on Swift broken. I'll show his runes right now, but he's actually landing. He's landing the defense rate like it's nothing on water. And there it is, right there. That's why we do the Violent. It's always going to speed up your runs. If you had double will shield, for example, on the tattoo, you would not have been able to do what she just did right there. Basically saved you probably 10 seconds at least, right? So these are the rock stats, guys. Just Swift broken. I don't know if Swift is better than Violence, but what I can tell you is that they both work. Now let's take a look at a 10x. Boom. So that is a screenshot of my 10x with rock, and it was a minute 13, guys. So minute 13. So obviously, it's definitely over a minute, but it's safe. It's safe. And especially if your Lushen's now one-shotting, then, and you're failing because of it, why not throw in the rock, right? Okay, now we move on to unit number 2 that can make this safe for you. And I'm going to show some free-to-play-ish units, and you'll notice right there the Veromos. And that's exactly why, guys. As long as the Veromos can stun one of these crystals, boom, it's GG. You're not going to wipe on the wave. But more importantly, it's also his leader skill, guys. His leader skill, that extra HP combined with his shield sets, even if the crystals move, you're not going to die. You're not going to die. And on top of that, he got resisted there because I don't have accuracy on him. But he also does his dots on skill 1. He also brings that extra dot with his skill 1 to be able to maybe get those 5 dots right away, which, you know, didn't happen right now. Hopefully it does on the boss, but, you know, he brings that extra element, that extra dot, and boom, that's what makes it safe, guys. So the Veromos is definitely a great option for you to play. You know, if you've got him fused, perfect, but right there. Okay, so let's check it out. So he either didn't have his skill 2 available or it derped, but see, man, the violence, guys, the violence, they're just gonna come in clutch over the course of whatever X amount of runs. It's probably gonna save you. It's probably gonna save you that wipe that you probably would have wiped, but you didn't because of that violent proc. But again, because of the Veromos big fat HP lead, boom, you know, easy guys. So now we're going to take a look at a 10x with the Veromo. So you see this one, a minute 24, and this is the 10x run with the Veromos, average a minute 19, which is still not terrible. It's really not, especially because it's going to be safe. Okay, now I also ran Eureka, guys. Let's take a look at why. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're kind of getting the why this is going to be safe. So the Rika is on Despair. The Rika's always going to target the side towers, but she brings that, man. She brings those dots, and obviously with those dots comes a lot of damage from the tattoo, right? But then on top of that, she's got this skill there. I mean, she didn't stun anything here, but she is going to be stunning those crystals for you. There we go. Oh my god, Rika just performing. But even say, you know, she slept, right? And then they got woken up. Usually the Melias are going to, one of them is going to have skill 2, kind of push back that attack bar. But either way, because she is an at 5, you're going to build her tanky. Again, you can throw an extra shield set on her, then you're fine. You're fine. You can put her on Despair Shield if you wanted to. You could put her on Violent, probably, honestly, because she does stun with her skill too, right? But it's the extra dots that come into play. And honestly, I mean, look at this. It's fast. You know, like if we were running the Lushen there, we don't get those extra dots, which means sometimes we're not going to get the 5 dots between the Assad and the 2 Melias. So she's the backup, you know. Sometimes it's just better. It's just better than the Lushen, and it's honestly sometimes just as fast as from what I've seen on some other mid-game accounts. So let's take a look at a 10x with the Rika. So it came back almost identical to the Veromos, minute 19.16. I mean, again, almost identical. Hey, how about the Water Homunculus? Same thing, Despair build, guys. Again, you can put a Despair Shield. You can also put it on Violence if you wanted to. I do have the skill to absorb on him, so very nice. So you do want most of these moving first, most of these replacements moving first, and look at that. So you'll see right now he's got the skill to absorb, which kind of gives him an extra turn. He derped right there, unfortunately, but either way, yeah, I think he got that one stun on one of the golems, so that's one less chance for one of them to freeze something that wasn't frozen. But either way, I'm sure you can see, because of the Despair stuns, because of the absorbs, he's really, or the extra dots. So this is, again, where you wipe in this very next wave, right? This very next wave is where you're gonna wipe. So why does he make it safe? Because right here, he can do skill 3, apply the dots, and that's going to kill them. Or he can do just that, absorb the attack bar, so he should be able to move again, and he can stun. I think he missed the absorb on the left one, but or maybe not. I guess not, because he actually did get a second turn before that one did. So this is why he makes it safe. It's a combination of that absorb, combination of Despair. He's got an AoE on every single skill. So actually for him, I would suggest maybe Despair for sure. And also he brings that security blanket with the extra dots. All right, so let's take a look at how he graded out in his 10x run, and lo and behold, pretty similar, guys. A minute 17. So all of these guys, very similar, very similar. A minute 17. Now, by now, I think you've got the points, right? I think you've got the points. So now I'm just gonna cover a few other. I'm not gonna keep running this, but I do want to show you And here, I'll show you his. He's actually the spare focus. He is on crit damage. You honestly don't even need him on crit damage. That's just my regular build for TOA. But here's some other units. Okay, so what other units can you use here, guys? For example, you can actually use, really, you kind of want to use fire. So fire is gonna, yeah, guys, you want to use fire in the water dungeons, guys. But like the Wa. The Wa can work. Now mine's got pretty bad runes, but the Wa can work. Why? Because she's always going to target the crystal, and with her passive, she's going to reduce the, and that's how you're going to do it. Now I feel like she doesn't bring too much to the table. I tested her. It was just a little too slow. It's just a little too slow, but she actually does work. She actually does work. Who else can we bring? Yeah, I mean, honestly, you could bring a Perna. The Perna gives you that sexy attack lead, and it can one-shot. You know how Perna procs, right? You know how Perna procs. So she would be able. The Rakan, same thing. It'll get the crystals low enough. He does have a dot on his skill 1. You put him on Vampire. GG's. Let's see what else. She worked really well as well. I did test her. I forgot to get her screenshot, but if you have her, very, very well. Same thing, just the AoEs. She will either do her S3, apply glancing, get the attack bar reduction, or do her S2. But by now, I think you guys get the point, guys. Basically, you replace your Lushen. That's it. You replace your Lushen, you get some shield sets, and you really put everything on violent. Yeah, trust me, your violent do not have to be insane. They just need to be good. That's really it. I mean, they just need to be tanky. They just need to be tanky. And that's really it. And of course, if you have a Leica, guys, it's GG. Very, very, very easy to get this done with a Leica. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below who you guys are using. Have you replaced Lushen? Let me know if you try any of these. Let me know if you tried a different Nat 5 and it worked really well. Drop your average times for your 10x and with the monster that you used to make this team safe, guys. This is how you're going to make your dot team safe in gb12. If you didn't know, now you know. You know.